Hello and welcome to this video on using the databases in Thiele Library. Thiele Library not only has a large collection of books and DVDs and periodicals and magazines and reference books and some equipment, but it also has a lot of its data. About half of what we spend each year is on the databases. To access the databases, you need to access a password, but some of the links are also available here. Okay, so if you go to thielelibrary.com, and there's a link. So we'll just briefly talk you through some of the databases. The Gale Virtual Reference Library is, as it says underneath there, it is a non-fiction ebooks. Our biggest database is the Ebscohost, which has around 30,000 different journals and articles. We have an e-platform, which has fiction, mostly fiction, books, ebooks. We have a Newsbank, which is the advertiser, local messengers and Sunday Mail from South Australia going back to about 1990. We also have a Worldbook Online, which is basically the encyclopedia online version, and we also have a subscription to web links, which is a database which shows you different topics on different websites that are available. If you're on campus, and one of the easiest ways to access our databases is to go to campus. So I'll just quickly show you, and there is a link that says Thiele Library, so you'll see the links there as well. You may also go through, if you're from Golden Grove, you may also go through our intranet page, which is this link, or this link. They'll give you some of the access to it. You may also start by going through our Access It library system. So access it by searching in here. You'll be able to search the items that are available in our library collection. I might just try with a basic search for space, and you can see some of these items. Okay, we have books. Okay, you can also go to one search. Okay, one search is basically a shortcut way to get to some of the databases, which will be displayed in the top 5 searches. So the first search is the Ebscohost database, which we'll open up in a second. We also have the Gale Virtual Reference Library, Newsbank, as I mentioned before, web links, and below are a whole heap of free databases and free suggested sites which are useful to look at, which we'll go into a bit later. So we'll click on Ebscohost. You may also choose to go through our Ebscohost via clicking on the link here and providing the databases. Okay, as we went directly in through this way, it's done the search for you. If you go in through this way, okay, you'll need to provide the password. Okay, the best way is to keep clicking. And opening up here. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my original search. As I've put, it's already done the search. Okay, so these are, it's given me 6,438 results. Okay, you might refine that. Now, most of our articles available on here have full text, but occasionally they don't have the actual whole article, so it's best to refine that to full text. If you search peer-reviewed, that looks at just the academic articles, the things that are produced most often by university, and are peer-reviewed, meaning they've been double-checked. When you do this, be mindful that the articles often get longer, and they also the words will get more complicated, but if that's what you're looking for, you click peer reviewed. Okay, so obviously we maybe need to refine our search a little bit. So if you're looking for space exploration, maybe you're looking about okay, so we've refined. Okay, so you can see that this article has come from, and a lot of the reference details are underneath. Okay, this has come from Nature magazine in October 2014. We'll just open up the article. Okay, as you can see, you have your reference details. The full article is here in a PDF version. Sometimes they take a little while to download. Okay, so you can read the article, Finding Asteroids to Get Mars. So we've got a whole heap. You can read the article. You can print that. You can email it. You can look over here. You can also look at its citation, which is probably the most useful thing to do. I would suggest you either use Harvard or APA, which is a lot useful. So for basic referencing, open up Word and you record the referencing details there. Okay. Okay, you also could follow up some of the subject terms and have a look for different articles. Okay, so fairly straightforward. That's using Ebscohost. Let's have a look at another article. Okay, so occasionally the article will be also not only as a PDF file, but will also available in text underneath. And the advantage of doing this is that you can often get it to read to you. It'll take a little while. It's taking a little while. It's just started there. Okay, you can also download this as an MP3 file, so maybe you could take the article away and listen to it on a device or a phone or something on your way to school, possibly. So there's an option there. Okay, and also this one has the PDF version. So that's our Ebscohost search. If we just have a look at the publications, just to give you an idea about the range, you can see the types of periodicals. So when we're referencing these, we just need to worry about that they've come from Ebscohost, but it's just like having the periodical or the magazine available to you. Okay. A lot of universities have a subscription to Ebscohost, but they would have probably a more academic version. But there's a whole heap of resources available to you as part of this subscription. Okay, just a reminder, yes, you will need a password. We can't advertise those passwords, but please see us in Thiele Library or see one of the library staff to get that password. Okay, so that's Ebscohost. I might just go back and have another look. Okay, so we're going to go have a look at the Virtual Reference Library. Just as a reminder, another way, if you're looking at this from outside of the campus, outside of school, you can go in through this link here. Okay, and proceed. Okay, so what these are is a Gale Virtual Reference Library. Gale is a university in the United States, so a lot of the references are United States based, but these are fundamentally non-fiction ebooks. So we might continue with our theme of looking at Mars. Okay, and just to give you an indication of what these may look like, okay, they take sections out of the book. So this is in HTML format. Okay, so it's basically like having the content of a book sitting there. Okay, with links that will jump around. So it's internet, like a web page. This again has a downloadable MP3. You can also cite this. Okay, so we'll go to APA. You can copy the whole lot, and you might build up a bit of a collection. Okay. Okay, so that's Just having trouble closing this. Okay, so this is so looking through, you can look through and download, print, email these articles. That's the Gale Virtual Reference Library. There's lots and lots of different things on there, and remember, it's just like having a library on your computer, if you like. We'll just go back to one of the other databases. Let's try to do a search for that. We'll go back to one of the other databases. Okay, so the ones at the top here, might look at Worldbook. Again, if we just go back a couple, thielelibrary.com, databases, and we can go into Worldbook here. Okay, so welcome again. So we can do a search. And we might just continue that search with them. Oh, start again. Okay, so we have articles, pictures, images, short little videos. There's a whole heap of stuff. Good reference information. Okay, from Worldbook. So there might be some images, photos, related information, magazine articles. Okay. If maybe you know that your topic is more news related, you might choose to go. I should note that Ebscohost also has a lot of the interstate newspapers like the Herald Sun and the Age from Melbourne, so and a whole heap of New Zealand newspapers. So if there are newspapers there, but if you're looking for local content, maybe it's a local news story, I would suggest you go to Newsbank. So we might just go have a bit of a look here. So again, easiest way to find these things, databases, Newsbank, or you use the okay, so again, Australia's newspapers. We might be interested in, maybe there's a local story that we might find something. Let's try again. I often suggest that people look up their own name. Remember, these newspapers go, so this goes right up until to the current issue today. Okay, obviously being a newspaper, it is appropriate. This is an article from October 2016. It talks about exploration of Mars. Again, we can print, email, we can also cite. Okay, use APA. Okay, so you've got that information there. Okay, saves you have to type it out. You can put that in your referencing. Okay. So that's our databases, a few of them. They're useful, they complement the already extensive resources we have in Thiele Library. It's worthwhile. If you have any trouble accessing them or finding something on them, please let us know and we'll do our best to help you out. It's very rare not to be able to find something for somebody. There's all sorts of, particularly on Ebscohost, a whole heap of different obscure journals and magazines that will help you find some information. Thank you for listening.